So when you fail, you're going to get success. When you see the success at the front, first step, that is not going to last. And we should have thorough knowledge. You can't just hire staff and sit and do some business and just say, okay, do this. Things will not work.
It is said that there is no limit to what a woman can achieve. And you, Peeyoosha Ji, is a perfect example of this. From being an award-winning Kuchipudi dancer to the founding director of Project Balika Vidya. I would like to welcome you today on this special day, on this Women's Day, to the Soil Cup team, and would like to thank you for sparing time today and for speaking with us.
Thank you so much for making me part of this. Before telling about myself, I would like to congratulate Soil Cup for coming up with this beautiful initiative, because many upcoming entrepreneurs who are facing a lot of issues at this current stage of the COVID pandemic time, they don't know where to start. They don't know where to go. So this platform, I think, definitely provides the greatest valuable information to the upcoming entrepreneur, as well as the people who are into the business. Definitely, it's going to help a lot. And you are doing amazing work. Thank you so much also from all of us for creating such amazing platform, and congratulations for growing day by day. And definitely, it's already a very successful show. Wish it reaches all the continents.
Thank you.
And yeah, this is what I wanted to give. And coming about myself, I'm Peeyoosha Chintaluri, where I'm hailing from a traditional artistic Kuchipudi family. So my mom, she's a Kuchipudi choreographer, and she's of course award-winning person, and she did her world tour and India tour.
Wow.
Thank you. And she's running her own academy called Nachvidam Kuchipudi Art Academy with 250 plus students across countries. So
amazing.
This is a journey of her. Yes, I'm being born into such family. I think it's God's choice that I should get into arts. So yes, I'm passionate about my Kuchipudi, and I'm definitely teaching many people. And for me, Kuchipudi is something very close to my heart. It's divine. It's something very close, which I wanted to explore myself into it. So that's how I became an artist from the family. And I finished my graduation of BTech, Bachelor of Technology, later in Electronics and Communication. Then I joined TCS. Yeah, that later I thought it's not my cup of tea that I should do 9 to 5 job or at night shifts or something. So I came out from the software. Then I thought, okay, I'm very much interested in apparel designing, and I really love to explore new collection. Of course, every woman does. So what I thought, why don't we go it in a different way? So in 2015, I started with a small reselling group. At that time, Meesho is not there. We almost did like Meesho. So, and yes, it's very good hit. And until 2 years, we continued the same. And N number of young women and married women, many people are on board. So successfully, we came up with 450 plus resellers across the countries. So we thought, yes, we have to start something. Then we designed it into a workshop, where in India, the concept of the workshop is very less. It's not a regular boutique. What we do actually, we do design, supply, stitch, everything. We give a complete outfit out and out to the different boutiques across the countries. So right now we are in US, UK, Canada, Germany. We do have clients across the country. So this is a concept of the workshop, which is called Uneeds. So after successfully running the workshop for almost 1 year, and it's very huge hit, we thought, why don't we establish into the company? So in the story, it came into company. So we started with exactly in pandemic time only, we started Anir group of companies, which deals with fashion, arts and media.
Okay.
So that's how any group of companies came, and this is what the business of my entrepreneur journey, I should say. But inside me, I always dream about the realistic approach of education. It's not that pandemic hit, but before pandemic hit also, I used to think like, why do they teach all children science, social, and everything, all these subjects? Why at least some extra, the intellectual subjects also should be on board, like contemporary subjects. So whenever I used to take my Kuchipudi classes in our academy, the children used to come and they stay for 2 hours in class, and they used to learn a lot. But once they used to stay 9 to 10 hours in school, but they always used to mug up everything. Of course, I'm not commenting on corporate, but every school is like that because of the situations and all. So I thought these children are more interested in fashion designing. They feel like their own entrepreneurs, and also they were many interested in the latest technologies, but there is no platform to teach anyone like that. So I thought the education should be more realistic. The education should be more intellectual, more emotionally connected. It should be like a playful for the children, not a pressure. So I thought, anyways, the children are going to school, so always I dream of having this kind of education system. I've been working since 6 to 7 years on this. So when we are working on this process, the pandemic hits. So when pandemic hits, that time there were huge number of dropouts in the rural area.
Correct.
Because if we observe the urban children, they have a lot of facilities to work on, and even the parents, lot of exposure, you should say. It might be your maid daughter or someone, but she'll have a lot of exposure, like equally to your daughter.
Yes.
Both of them watch Netflix, so there is no difference. But in the rural areas, the huge school dropouts, and if the parents are having a chance to send a boy or girl to school, they definitely choose the boy to go to school. Definitely, that's how the system is. And they want a girl to go to any house for work, or they want to get married at the very young age. So we thought, okay, the dropouts are many, and because of the lack of the digital medium, there were many cases that many girls are attempting suicide because they are interested in education. No tabs, nothing, because of the digital medium, lack of it. Only most of the places are like that. So we did a little survey. We do have the proofs which we kept in our website as well. Places near Maharashtra, especially near Bhubaneswar, Odisha, the rate is very, very low. The educational rate is low, where the children are also attempting suicide because the parents are forcing them to get married at the age of 14, 15. So watching all these things, we thought, okay, at least we should do something from our bit, as I've been working on it. So what we thought, I took an oath that we should support 1 lakh of rural children across India, which will light the lamps of at least one rural children. If she light the lamp of 10 to 20, it definitely reaches 25 lakhs plus. So our mission is to educate 1 lakh children. That's how the project Balika Vidya started. So we will be selecting the children from 4th standard to 10th standard who are having the lack of this digital medium, and we support them for scholastic education. All the school education, we give the full hand of support. We are not against anything, but we also run the multiple intelligence test and the psychometric test to the children. So that test will bring out the original interest of the child. Multiple intelligence will bring out, it will read the DNA, it will give the original interest of the child. So that test will be used to take out their area of interest, and then we will be allotting the courses. So we came up with 10 courses like kids entrepreneurship, artificial intelligence, robotics, communication skills, and the best courses like Sanskrit, which is a major language, you could say the deep-rooted language for all this. So if they learn everything, it's easily attainable. Wow. So these are the kind of the courses which we came up with, and this is how the multiple intelligence been done and given to the children. So there will be no examination stress in it. We conduct the practical assignments. So we are also coming up with the rural labs. Like rural labs means every city will have a lab over there. We will select the children who are excelling in their subject. Suppose a girl, she wants to try something with robotics. We do have the best faculty on board. So she can do her, and there are people who are ready to fund her. We are connecting different companies to fund her directly. She can make whatever she wants. So we will award them as junior scientists and senior scientists like that. So the children will be working on their projects apart from the scholastic. They do finish their 10th class, intermediate degree, whatever is there in the regular format of education. But apart from that, we will be supporting it. So it is a completely contemporary, and especially we want to focus on rural. So we want to upskill the rural India, very much inspired by the call of Narendra Modi ji as well, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao.
Yes.
which hit us a lot, like from our heart, like yes, something it should be done.
Done.
That's how Project Balika Vidya started, and we are proud to say within 45 days we are going to distribute the edu tabs with a preloaded app called iSchool app, with all the courses are designed and developed, curated by us, along with the internet connection. So we take out the assignments every couple of months, we post it publicly so that everyone will be aware of what these children are doing. So
Yes.
doing a little bit to the society, at least we think we should give it back. It gave us so much.
Wow.
So that's what the idea behind the Balika Vidya and idea behind the company.
Right.
It's how it's all going on. So 100% of the revenue what our company gains will be going to Project Balika Vidya. So we are just working to support it, the whole project.
That's
how.
Yes, a beautiful thought. And as we say that if you educate a man, you just educate a man. When you educate a woman, a girl, then you educate the whole community. So you're not just educating the 1 lakh girls that you choose, but you're educating much bigger number, because they in turn are going to educate so many other people, right? That's
what we are trying.
Exactly, and that's a wonderful and a beautiful thought. But you know what, you came from, you were working in TCS, right? Getting a fixed income, and then moving on to the Anir group first, and then to the Project Balika Vidya. So how difficult or easy was that decision, to leave that fixed earning money and then get into something which obviously doesn't generate revenue all of the sudden, isn't it? How difficult or easy that decision was?
Definitely there were hundreds of challenges. Even my family is not so supportive, that no one will be so supportive. I agree with them. If my daughter does it, maybe now I may say yes, but at that time even I will not say. So coming out from a fixed, in my family, everyone come from a background, they are either engineers or doctors. Only my mother is odd man out, she's into art. And because of her, she brought few of the family members into field of music and dance.
Correct.
So like they're not so of course my mom, she did not tell anything. She asked me do whatever you like, but they're not so like parallel with my decision. They don't like it because they don't want me to get struggled under any circumstances.
Exactly.
But I said okay, it's my call, I wanted to do, and I immediately stopped job. The first major problem I faced, there is no income.
Yes.
So we don't know how to survive. And at that point of time, after we started job now, we can't ask our parents, go back and I can't ask my parents.
I would, I want some money to start something of my own. Yes.
I can't ask. So actually I had a plan of starting a boutique, but as I do not have any funds, I started with the reselling, which many people literally, they were like throwing stones on me. Do you sell clothes? Do you do this aggregator business? You're a BTech graduate. And I like finished my Cambridge level 2 examinations at that time. So that's how I am. I'm doing my diploma in Kuchipudi and I finished my graduation. I was about to apply to my master's in education. So someone like me or from my family, they don't want me to do this. They want me to do a proper job where I can earn 6-figure income. So I said, no, I think this is my passion. I want to work on it. So hundreds of challenges, no income. We struggled a lot. Finally, after 7 to 8 months, it picked up a little. We used to pool little amounts. So after that, yes, we started with workshop. Then I started buying the material and we started fixing up the workshop, the tailors. And also like I took all the crew in my company are women. So there is no men. Wow. And even the courier people, I specially checked wherever the women are there, I tied up with it. Wow. So it's of course, so everyone, I just want everyone to be women on the board, because I don't think they have all the opportunities. People give a lot of speech, women empowerment, but on actions, it's very less. There's a lot of lack in the society, which the actions are very less. Correct. So all the women crew, every woman will have their own stories. Every woman will have their own problems. They have to look after the family, come to office, work, stitch day and night. They worked so hard, and we all are team members. It's not someone's company. It's our baby, which we are going, I should say. So after starting workshop, the fine, but starting position, hundreds of stones, and few of my friends even stopped talking with me as if I'm doing something wrong. And I stopped going to my family functions because I don't know what to say.
People will question you, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
What are you doing? And even my relatives are feeling ashamed that I'm so I think the dignity of labor is very much less in India. So they don't want to say that I am doing something related to reselling or clothing as if it is something that they think it's like a poor man's job, but every job is unique. Even I respect my mate, she does her profession, I do my profession. It's just a salary count which changes. So like I never went to any function. Now, if I don't go, they call me and ask. They want me to be there.
Yes.
They want to talk about
Yes.
They want to talk about success. So success will be recognized by everyone. I understood. I started being so neutral. Now, when you start something, no one will be on your journey. Frankly, I was all alone. Only I think my mother, who definitely supported. She did not say no. Leave about the support at least. But she's okay to do whatever you like to do. So they can't say no, nor they can't say yes. And my uncle, who is my mentor, guide, I should say, he has always been a pillar of strength. So I should say my uncle and my mom, whom I am today. But everyone, literally no one like to talk to me, and they think that I'm doing some very kind of a poor man's job which I never meant to do. And this is how the condition what all I faced. So I understood one thing: life, yes, we face a lot of challenges, have to take it, accept it. At times we used to sit and cry because at the early stages of company there is no other option. We go literally it's in the zero state, and on the other hand we were constantly working on the fundraising events. The moment I registered company, the first time the lockdown came, we supported almost 10.5 lakh raising from the public by doing a fashion show. So one hand constantly working on fundraising, other hand constantly working on the company growth. Yes, I should say that it's a roller coaster ride, and wish everyone come to this ride and they experience life more. What is truth and what is not, and who will be your supporters. That's all the challenges.
Correct. So this is more about the family support, since they didn't support initially. Now everybody's on board. But apart from this, what were your initial? You have set up 2 businesses, right? I mean, I won't say Project Balika Vidya business, but they were 2 journeys, right? So what do you think were the initial struggles in both the projects? What were your initial struggles apart from the family support?
Outside, we did not, frankly, for the business part, we did not face much struggle. They encouraged a lot coming, because the reselling we are doing, we are fine with it. Many women on board came and many people are supporting us. And the only the financial struggle which we faced. There were no stones throwing on us, because internally I used to face a lot, because end of the day I have to come home. There I used to face a lot. But when I went out, when we are used to explain the things, when we are joining up, I had a team of 6 people, very strong women, like Sheila, Kriti and all, who are working very hard on this. They are very hardworking women, I should say. So they used to train all these women how to do this part and how to sell and how to design their own saris and how to make them like an entrepreneur. We used to do it. But that time there are not much challenges, but it is little tough for the women to come out and work. So there are many interested women, but the major challenge they face is the family. The same thing. So they can't come out. Their husband will not agree. They think that something they are doing, something negative is happening. Something is happening to his wife or something. That time, at times, there are times that we used to go and convince the husband and mother-in-law also. At times, I used to talk to many of their mother-in-law and husband and tell them, see, this is a tailoring job. And after we start the workshop, this whole story, we trained them the tailoring certification course, the dressmaking in certain academy. So we used to convince, invest on them, write on them. But the major challenge is the women coming out. It's very tough. Apart from that, coming to the business wise, yes, everyone are very supportive, I should say. The men and women used to support. And even eventually my circle of friends and everyone started understanding what it is. They started buying apples from us. They used to recognize. But only this is a one problem. But Project Balika Vidya is like, I should say, no one will ever face so many problems in it. As soon as we started this day one, step 1, people started asking, so you want to run away with this money? What should we do? So that is the first question. This is a fake project. That is the second question. The questions they used to, not even questions, they give a judgmental line. When we used to talk to the people across the countries, in other countries they're very supportive, but in India, as soon as I pick up the phone, the first thing, so if you take all this money and if you run away, because when we are organizing fundraising events, what is a guarantee? that you are going to do to the children? What is a guarantee that children are being educated? So if the children are not getting the proper results, why should we spend on it? So, and also the major challenges we face from outside when we are doing other challenges coming to the iSchool app, we were not from the technology background to build a tab and app. We tied up with the different companies to do it. They always try to cheat on us because all the team members are like very young and it's very new to the field. So we used to tell them this must be done, and they don't know this is not possible. Later I started learning app making and I started learning everything. I used to sit night 12 to 3. I used to take all these app making courses, websites, and then I can authentically tell them these are the challenges for app and the tab. Now we are making our own tab, we are making our own app. We don't need anyone's support. We had a crew who does it. So yes, we are doing it in a very good price, and we are not, there were many people who gave us quotations, and after the project Balika Vidya has been established, now they, from very big companies, I shouldn't say name, they wanted to buy all the patent rights. So we have been fighting with them. Parallelly we are making our own app. This is another vertical of challenge. The major vertical is the parents. They don't want to send their children anywhere. At least they don't want the children to learn something from tab, because they do have their fears that they'll get spoiled. So they don't understand what is multiple intelligences. They don't understand what is entrepreneurship, what is fashion. They don't have the basic knowledge. They're daily wage workers, especially from rural area. So how come a parent agreed? So this is another vertical. We the team went, sit in every village over here. Right now we are working on pilot project in 2 places, Danchivada near Araku, AP and Telangana. So we went, we sit there, we show all our Aadhaar card itself, and we were sitting, we asked them to talk. We took a local person who would translate few words in their local language. We explained them, your daughter is going to do this, don't get her married. And by the time we went, few houses, they're about to making arrangements for the marriage. So we stopped. Finally, we bought few girls pulled out of the marriage stock, and now they are part of the Balika Vidya. So Balika Vidya, it faced thousands and thousands of problems, trustworthy problems and fundraising problems, and parents will not send their kids problems in the selection procedure problems, and people will cheat us a lot because we are new to everything. That's why I started learning everything. I started learning app making, everything, each and everything. I know what is kids entrepreneurship. I started learning artificial intelligence basics, and each and every course, all the team members, we are sitting and daily taking all the courses because we want it to be done properly. So it will take 3 to 4 days of time, like just to write down what are the challenges we face. Now everyone knows what is Balika Vidya. Now it's going to be a government approved project within a couple of months, but no one knows when we started what is Balika Vidya. And it's very tough to convince parents from rural area. It is very tough to convince the people in India. I don't say that only Indian people are like that. We do face, but at least other countries, they are very supportive. Now, right now, it's working in 10 countries. So, but India, it's like a hell, I should say. It's not a roller coaster also. It's like daily we used to sit, at times we used to sit and don't know what to do. Because they used to never get convinced. If they don't get convinced, how can we teach children?
Correct.
They don't want this kind of a courses. They don't want the child to go. They want the girl to get married because the person is waiting. So somehow we stopped, I guess, 5 to 6 marriages, I guess. We stopped 6 marriages. We brought the girls out of the trap when one girl is 9th, one girl is 8th standard, one girl is 10th standard. So in that age group only, we stopped the marriages and we brought back to Balika Vidya. So the challenges are more, and it definitely take 2 to 3 days of time. Each and every vertical we faced a challenge. That's very high. That's very, we can't even imagine that what are the problems we faced.
So how do you overcome them? You sit with your team and then discuss what to do about it, and this is what you do.
I used to sit with the team. Not only me, there were other founders. Actually, I'm the co-founder. There is a founder, Mr. Poona Simhadri, and he is also the industrialist. So he used to sit with the team, and even I used to sit. We used to talk with them. We used to convince. Literally, we spoke to 845 people in 2021 regarding Balika Vidya on call for our event. So we spoke to everyone. We explained the project. We showed them PPT. We used to work 20 hours a day at the starting early stages to make sure the project started.
Yes.
Now everyone knows. Now everything is in par and like it's going well. But when we started this pre-production in the year 2020, there were major challenges with parents. In the 2021, we did 7 fundraising events to raise funds because we alone can't spend, right? That time we faced hundreds. And 2022, yes, Project Balika Vidya, we should say it's one of the India's prestigious project, I should say.
Fabulous.
So that's how it's going, and that's how we got the blessings from hundreds companies and the companies like Hindu groups, Amir Chitrikada, and many people join hands with us. Literally one of the renowned in India, even the Akshay Patra Foundation. And now it's now definitely it's a proven. But yeah, we are waiting to give it to the children and see what the result and show to the world actually what they can do. All the struggles are worth of it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that your life is very stressed since you're working so many hours a day. How do you handle that stress?
Yeah, I do keep myself motivated all the time. Basically, if someone motivates me, it will not go straight into my heart. So I myself should motivate. So I'll go sit in front of we do have a big Nataraj idol in our house because we do have our own academy, right?
Yes.
So I'll sit in front of him, talk to myself, tell all my problems to him. So he'll keenly listen. After that, I do any dance item which is related to Shiva or any other dance song. All my stress is busted out, I should say. It's completely out. So that's how I do. My stress buster is through dance. So, and also at times I sing few songs and I try to spend most of the time in front of my Nataraja or in front of my mom. And if I talk to my mom, she always gives me a lot of positivity. She says everything goes well, fine. So yeah, I should say. And if I can't handle by myself, then my last go would be my uncle, as I say, and he also gives me a lot of strength. So yes, I'm very lucky. I found these people in my life, and I'm so lucky to born in this family. And yes, very blessed, I should say. That's how I just dance myself. So my life mantra is I go and start my favorite number, I dance for it, and I give my salutations to Nataraja, and I come back and definitely all the stress is vanished. Medium or small business, first they face the challenge, they don't know how to approach. If they wanted to apply for any, wanted to get any tenders, or if they wanted to apply for any upscaling of the company, they wanted to start something, they don't know how to approach. They should have a proper guideline that they have to go to this office. They will spend a lot of money to the mediators. There is a person mediator who takes 1 lakh rupees and do the registration, but actually the registration cost is 15,000 only. So they have to first properly understand the procedure of registering. Then they have to properly understand how to get orders and what is a proper digital marketing medium. Suppose you are there, you're working so hard, you are with the public, they can choose a digital marketing medium like you, right? So they have to do some research. It's not blindly they go to a website, see the ad campaigns and all, they give the digital marketing of the company to them. So they have to do some research. So basically the first cost cutting is not giving to any mediators. Try to explore, learn by yourself, Google it, ask someone, do some background work, focusly if you research, everything is possible. Because even I don't know, I did all the research, right?
Exactly.
So that's how the company will, everything we can do ourselves. Google is there, na? Right now it's like a mother of world. So you can Google everything, sit in front of it, check the top 10 companies, call 5 to 6 numbers and see what are the answers, evaluate the answers. That's how you register a company. Suppose if it is a small scale medium also. Later you want the proper audience base. So for audience base also, definitely you have to go for the digital marketing. So automatically you have to spend something on it. So when you're going for the digital marketing, okay, fine, you go it, check, do all the background check. Okay, these people are fine, try with couple of digital marketing. You fail all the time. Just mentally be prepared. You're going to see the failure. You're not going to see the success. 100% success is not a single step. You have to fail 10 times, then only you see the success. So try with different marketing techniques. And when you're getting the stop, do some research. Sit on Instagram, sit on Facebook, Google, talk with people, everything research, get the proper stock, make it done. Experience definitely will eventually fall, make everything in right place. So when you fail, you're going to get success. When you see the success at the front, first step, that is not going to last. Luck will not going to last. Only hard work is going to last. So the procedure is very important, whatever we do. And we should have thorough knowledge. You can't just hire staff and sit and do some business and just say, okay, do this. These things will not work. Yeah, definitely. First of all, I would like to thank Soil Cup team for having me on board. And you guys are doing a wonderful job, as I said before, like supporting small scale entrepreneurs, very less people do, which will gain nothing actually. I know it will definitely gain nothing, but you're doing it as a CSR activity from your company. It's definitely a social cause. You're coming front and supporting new entrepreneurs on board. That is great work and amazing. You have a fabulous team, like the one who is interviewing and the one who are organizing this.
Thank you.
All the best to all the team of the Soil Cup. So definitely this is going to take a new turn. Some or the other way, when new entrepreneurs or anyone who are like upcoming one, by watching your interviews, if they get a lot of valuable information, if they start something, then they give you a message now. So that's what gives you immense happiness rather than achieving something in your own life. So this is all the best and congratulations for everything. And to the audience who got connected to me through Soil Cup, thank you so much for listening to me for this long time. So thank you. That's what I wanted to say. And also any women or men or whoever who are starting they're coming up with a new like entrepreneur ideas, and if you wanted to take a new step in life, you will face a lot of challenges. Be prepared, accept the society, accept your family. Don't create any hatred in your heart, because that is their way of thinking. Just put your shoes in your mother's place or your father's place and think why they are telling, because they love you the most. So if you create that kind of a hatred when you start something, it will eventually break the relationships. That is very important to personal life. So don't put up any hatred. Things will fall in right place. And as I say before, please work on the procedure. Don't pay a lot of amounts to the middle persons or mediators. Go talk to people, go to office. It might take a month time, but you will know, you can suggest someone if you do the same. That's what you have to do. And choose a proper digital marketing team. Digital marketing is the key to success. It's a very important backbone to any business. So this is coming to the business. Wish you good luck, all the best. And please suppose if you are into any business or something, keep a motto in your mind. What is the purpose of your life? Everyone will have a purpose of their life, right? Someone work on the girl child education, someone work on the different orphanages, they will support different orphanages and all. Take a deep breath, meditate, think what is the purpose of your life. At least 5% of your savings or 5% of your revenue, if you keep a part, eventually down the line after 5 to 6 years, when you support someone, when they accomplish something, when they stand on their feet, definitely you're going to get a lot of happiness more than all the struggle you faced in business. So at least 5 to 3%, whatever is possible, try to contribute and give back to the society on your own motto. I don't say it's only girl child education or art, because we are coming up with a program to teach rural children free Kuchipudi and also. It's our motto. It might be a different motto for you. So try to support as many as people and be good, do good, don't expect anything. That's what else. If you start expecting, you can never be happy. So just give it back and stay calm. Meditation is life mantra, I should say, to be peaceful.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Peeyoosha ji, for joining us today and for sharing such beautiful, such lovely, clear thoughts with us. Thank you so much once again for giving us the time and for talking to us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Peeyoosha Chintaluri, Kuchipudi artist by passion, social entrepreneur by profession, co-founder Project Balika Vidya. Thank you for having me on board Soil Cup team on this special day, Women's Day, which is dedicated to Shakti across the globe. On this special day, I would like to talk a few lines about womanhood. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devataha. Etraitastu na pujyante sarvasatra falakriya. Wherever women are given their due respect, even the deities like to reside there, and where they are not respected, all actions remain unfruitful. Which says the measure of any society is how it treats women and girls. Well, I would like to talk about Project Balika Vidya with the opening note Stronger Girls, Stronger Nation. Project Balika Vidya is not merely a project about scholastic education, but it was a comprehensive plan to educate the girl child with contemporary module of scholastic concepts, while educating them about their personal hygiene and personality development also include specially curated courses on different career opportunities along with rural development. India is one country which may have majority of population in rural areas. So trying to develop rural India might be a big step towards making our country a developed country rather than a long-term status of developing country. And we strongly believe when we educate a girl child, we educate country. Thus we do our part in building stronger nation of tomorrow. Project Balika Vidya is to support 1 lakh rural girl child education to turn their dreams to. In the first step, we are focusing on supporting 1,000 rural girl children. As a pilot project, we can better understand the pros and cons to move forward towards a bigger dream of 1 lakh rural girl child education. Each beneficiary of Balika Vidya is supposed to get a Edu tab with a preloaded app iSchool app, which contains free internet sources links for all topics covered in scholastic education. Along with them, links to many free courses offered by world-renowned universities and academics like Harvard and Massachusetts give access to students to learn courses in demand at free of cost at their own pace of time. And the certified courses curated by us helps them to learn about personal hygiene, personality development, artificial intelligence, and goes on and give them different career opportunities too. There will be no exams as through things to complete our courses, but have to go through 2 assignments so that they can better understand what they are learning and applying the practices.